Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing some geometry tips and tricks to help you beat your first demon and beyond. Before I start, I'd like to say I'm not the best player, but I am very good. So I think these tips will still be useful to you. Alright, let's start off with the basic controls. Click to jump and hold for continuous jumping. So one thing that you have to know once you're starting out on how to get better is, first thing we have beating the main levels in order. You want to beat them in order because they will help you develop skill in the correct order, like introduce you to different aspects of the game slowly. Another thing is this mode I'm in here right now. It's called practice mode, and it allows you to set checkpoints as you go along. This can be really useful for parts that you have a really hard time with. So one part of stereo math that I know a lot of beginners struggle with, but me personally, I never struggled with it, but I know a lot of beginners who did. So like, it's this triple spike here. What you can do is like place a checkpoint right before the triple spike and just try and hit it 3 times, because after you've done that, I'll consider you pretty consistent with it. Another example is that part in Can't Let Go. Just make sure you disable auto checkpoints and just place checkpoint right at that. So once you've ran it through a couple times in practice mode and you feel pretty confident about the level as a whole, you've mastered the challenging parts, then you can start trying to beat it from 0%. And this will probably happen to you if you follow the practice mode correctly. Yes! Oh my god! Stereo Man is verified! If you guys saw there, that was actually my first time getting the 3rd coin in stereo match, which is a little embarrassing, but whatever. So let me show you a time. So I'm working on this level right now called IS, and there's a part that I'm actually working on in practice mode that will give you a good example on how you should be using it, because there's this really challenging wave part, because this level is really unbalanced for some reason. Here it is. So what I've been doing right now is I'm just trying to set a checkpoint right before the wave, and I'm just trying to beat it right now. I've only done it once before, so it'll be a while before I can finally get a good run on it and like beat it officially. You guys get the point. I'm struggling massively with the wave part right now. Oh my god, it's challenging. You know what? One thing that you can do if you're struggling, well then I can go in here, switch up wave. There'll be some levels with wave. Already beat these. I guess there's this wave challenge here. Try and do some runs on it. So I did actually end up beating this level. So, and this video on my channel is called Wave Challenge by the Real Darnock, 100%. You can go check it out. It's pretty good. But that's I also beat this one right here. And it's called Geometry Wave Challenge 100%. It's not that hard actually. I just beat using OBS because Wonder Share is not the best for like gameplay recording. But yeah, I beat those 2 levels. If you want to check them out after this video. So yeah, if you're struggling with a certain game mode, you can just go for like try and beat some challenges with that game mode. See how you do. You should strengthen your skill. Wow, that's close. Oh, and oh my god. And this is a good time to talk about rage. Why, yes it is. Let me take over. So, the reality of this game, Geometry, is that you're going to crash at really late parts of the level a lot, and it's just a reality. So if you just gotta do it again, like maybe like run the part out to get more consistent at it. But if you just keep on playing, keep on practicing the level, eventually you'll hopefully beat it. One thing that I like to know is that just every attempt will get you just a little bit closer to being level, and that motivates me to, play more, try and beat it, Yes, sir! Easy dubs! Haha. So there's this technique called buffering, and it's basically just clicking before the actual click, sort of. So this level I think is a good example. So this orb is actually really hard to time if you just try and click. Like if I'm just gonna try, yeah, like it's just so hard since you're zooming down to it, you can't tell. But what you can do is click, start holding there, and then you'll be able to make it. And the orb actually resets your holding, so you gotta click again once. You gotta let go of your click and then click again for the orb, and then you gotta do that. Yeah, so let's try it out. Yeah, that's the basic idea, and that is buffering. It's a very useful thing, you know. Alright, so let's say you've been following the tips, you've been beating up these levels, like beat them up. Bro, shut up, that's not nice. Let's just say you completed the levels, you know, you completed them up to like, club step. In a row, you know, you go down the line, and then you come up with this. It's called club step. Now, this honestly, how you should approach it is just by beating xStep, then Clutterfunk, through everything in Electroman Adventures, and those levels should prepare you for your first demon, club step. I actually did not do club step as my first demon, but looking back on it, club step, I did the nightmare, but looking back on it, I should have done club step because it is just a great introduction to demons, and it's not like really easy like the nightmares or anything like that. It's gonna be pretty challenging though, but you just can't give up, you know. Just gotta keep on working on it, and beating your first team is just always amazing, you know. Okay, so let's see you beat club step. You're like, hey, yes sir, first demon. And they're like, hey, what do I do next? And there's a lot of demons out there, and some are better are just better to work on than others. So I introduce you to GDDP.pro. This stands for Geometry Demon Progression. It's a great way to look for your next demon. So basically, what it shows you is a bunch of they store everything in tiers, like beginner tier, bronze tier, silver tier, gold, amber. Yeah, there's a lot of tiers. So no matter what skill level you are, if you've at least been like easy demons, this will help. Even if you're like Zoink or something, like you can still say, oh, I want to do element 111 RG next. I want to improve my awkward gameplay skill. And so I recently beat Speed Racer. Editor, can you pop footage in or something? I got you. Yes, I did. Oh my god. Okay, thanks. And I definitely got better at speed changes. And one cool thing that it does, if you go on your profile, like create an account, and shows you all your stats. Like, guess I'm good at duels, but I'm not good at waves. So it has these recommendations, like, oh, you should do Zircon. It would get you good at wave, and it could get you better at, yeah, it's like this is a good level for you to work on. Yeah. So use the GDP, get better at the game. Okay, so this is an example though that's too easy for me, so probably shouldn't do it. So I'm just gonna act like I didn't have to re-record literally everything. Like I already played this level in practice mode before, so I know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna act like I don't, and I have to re-record because of copyright issues. Copyright always gets you every time. Whatever. Oh yeah, practice mode. Yeah, so I basically had to record literally everything twice because I realized music is copyrighted, and Geometry Dash has a lot of copyrighted music. So like as you can tell in this video, I'm not good at swing at all, and even like we don't see it that often like in like levels right now, but it just got introduced, so we're gonna start seeing a lot of swing gameplay and more levels. So yeah, I this level will help me get better at swing, even though its actual difficulty is like a lot lower than what I used to. And this part, I do not epilepsy warning. I should have said that. Whoa. Like, oh wait, editor, you can do that. Yes sir, editor. Yeah, I hate epilepsy, but they're gonna show up in eventually in some levels. If I want to do ice spell, I'll have to adjust to this, you know. Like, yeah, I could definitely do this level to get better at like swing and epilepsy. One thing actually to get better is make levels. Might be like, why is making levels gonna make me? How is making levels gonna get me better at the game? And one reason is just helps you understand the mechanics more. Like, I never knew that like if you jumping into portals would like boost you up a little bit, but now I do. And like, if there's a specific game mode you don't get, like I know a lot of new players struggle with swing. I actually still struggle with swing. I do not like swing. But yeah, if you struggle with swing, or like you see an orb and you're like, hey, what does that green orb do? You can just play around with it. Or yeah, like, what does that portal do? Like if I pretend like I didn't know, like I saw this thing a lot and I'm like, what does this thing do? So like you can just like create like some sort of like a playground sort of. Like maybe have some of these and I'll just test it out. You see? Oh, I'm like, oh, those things like they send you to the top and bottom. Now I get it. Now I get it. Yeah, that's the idea. Thank you for watching today's video, and who knows, maybe if you follow these tips and tricks and just, you know, just play a lot in general, maybe this could be you. You know, like, minus the no clip, of course, you know. Yes, sir! I verified bloodbath. Let's go.